scored a late equaliser, not for the first time this season, rescuing a point from a very difficult situation. But what are your overall thoughts on today's game?
Yeah, lacklustre in the first half, wasn't good enough. Made some changes at half time, needed to. I felt we had good possession, but not anything purposeful, and I was very disappointed in that. And I think the crowd felt that as well. And there was no way we wanted to play like that, in terms of just retain the ball with no purpose and not breaking their back line and going forward. And we had opportunities to go forward, and we came back out, and that was highly frustrating. I felt we were leggy again. I felt we were extremely leggy, and you know, players like young Kieran, he needed a break, but we don't have those options at the moment, and so I need to try and freshen up at half time, and we did. And look, when you're not at your best, and you concede we conceded a really bad goal, really poor goal, and that's not us. It's not good enough. We're leaking too many easy goals, and but when you do that, you give yourselves an uphill battle. And when there's a game you probably should lose and you get a draw out of it, that shows immense character and spirit. And I felt we never stopped believing, and put young Max on at the end, and he just put himself about and made them disrupted their defence. And obviously AK gets a great header back down, and Sam again saves us. So yeah.
I mean, Lee Burge was the hero in the first half. He made a string of big saves to keep it at 1-0.
Yeah, look, they could have been 3 up quite easily, and but Burge has come in, and look, he's doing fantastic for us. I wouldn't want it like that, and I didn't want it like that, but overall that wasn't good enough in the first half, and that's why I made the changes. And obviously you know, we came back, and the positive is we got a point out of that, where we probably on the first half display didn't deserve it.
You've now got a week before your next game. You've had very few free weeks. How important is that in terms of getting those players who are leggy, who were leggy, just that little bit fitter?
Well, we at least, not on the injury front, I don't know how that will go, but we at least get one player back in Foxy, which is important. Then for the next league game, we definitely get 2 players back with Hiltz and Fox. And you know, obviously you can see with the changes I make, we've got very limited options on that front line, and that's been really frustrating. We're trying to, you know, find a way, but obviously that'll be a huge benefit to us. And you know, we're glad to get through this period of you know, the August, September, October. October's been brutal. The 3 months has been brutal, and we can hopefully get some bodies back through November, and have a resemblance of our starting lineup.
You mentioned Max Deitch coming off the bench and shaking things up, shaking up the opposition.
Well, he had to go up top. Put up top, and it just showed his absolute willingness to go for it, and he won a couple of good headers and just totally disrupted their defence. But you know, look, it is quite hard with Aaron. I had to play him through that today to get his fitness back. I had to play Sam Sherring through that to get his fitness back, and it's very what would probably be the word? It would be that it's disjointed, basically, and it feels disjointed. It felt disjointed. It didn't feel no fluidity to it, and it didn't feel any energy to it. So look, I knew we'd probably have to go through a bit of pain with this to get players back and play them through that, and hopefully that's a real positive sign that we've got good minutes in a few. And you know, now we don't have a midweek game, we can start and work on a few things that we really need to work on, and get back to being us. We know
when the suspended players are going to be available again. What about Ali Koiki, who was missing again with injury today? What's the latest on him? Any chance of him being available for Chesterfield?
Yeah, I'd probably highly doubt it. He took quite a nasty knee injury in the Stevenage game, and obviously he's just recovering with Michael at the moment. So.
Yeah, and you're paying a high price for that Stevenage game. You lost Koike, Hilton suspended. It's fair to say.
And
isn't it?
Shering.
And Shering got injured
time,
as well.
yeah.
But today, I mean, Hilton would have been perfect for that second half, wouldn't he, to try and shake up Newport's defence?
Yeah, obviously, but you know, we've paid the price for some real innocuous decisions, I feel, and everyone feels that. We don't look at through rose-coloured glasses the decisions we've had on the red cards. We feel harshly done by on them, but unfortunately it's the inconsistency of the league at the moment, and just got to get on with it.
Okay, and finally, to finish on a positive, John, Sammy Hoskins now 12 goals in 13 league appearances this season. He's a phenomenon, isn't he?
Yeah, look, he sniffed that out brilliantly today. You know, instead of running on the top line, he dropped off and sensed where the ball was going to be, and it was brilliant technique to keep that down. Really was. You don't realise how hard that is to hit that on the laces on the volley and keep that really down. So that's a mark of a striker really in good form.
Thanks, John. Thank you.